Okay, so we're here in Nashville, Tennessee, in a place called Franklin, in an Aussie cafe.
Yeah.
And I'm catching up with Jordan Grace. And Jordan is a well-known singer-songwriter. His band Sky Pilot, we play on the radio in Australia. And he's now doing EDM music, which you can explain a bit more about. But firstly, mate, how's the meat pie here at this Aussie cafe?
Great Australian coffee, great Australian meat pies, hanging out with good Australian people. Come on.
Now, I think the last time we were hanging out was in Alice Springs when Will Graham was preaching there.
I think that was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, you guys were on the stage. Steve Grace was performing, your dad. Bill Newman was there. It was just an amazing time. And, you know, I've always been following you on Facebook and Instagram, and you're now doing this thing called EDM music, which is just gone worldwide. Give us the update. What's actually happening?
Well, I kind of fell into it by mistake. It was super random. Came to Nashville with this dream of, like, if I'm going to take music seriously, you got to go to Nashville. It's just one of those things. If you grow up in a small beach town in Australia, you have this dream and idea, like, I got to go to Nashville and give it a shot.
Yeah.
And so, 4 or 5 years ago, me and my wife packed up and came here with absolutely, I think, 4 suitcases. Slept in an empty apartment for a while. And no, it's just interesting. You get here and you just got to be here. And the people are incredible. The music industry is incredible. It's a different community because people really do come alongside you. And you want your friends to win in a way. Where I've been in other cultures where it's like all me, you kind of don't let people in. But in this community, it's like if your best friend gets a #1 hit, you are so stoked for them. You know, it's a different, when it comes to industry talk, it's an incredible place. So we came here, and another one of my friends said it's a 5-year town. And I didn't really understand what that meant, but it is kind of one of those things, once you get here and you give 5 years, things really get going. And I got here, I started working in coffee shops, I worked at a golf course. I've worked so many random jobs since being here. But this random guy sent me an email from Amsterdam and said, I think your voice would sound great on electronic dance music. And I was like, okay. So sung on a song, it went really, really, really well. And ever since, for the past 3 years, it's just been full-time, just DJs sending me their music, you know, and I write the lyrics, sing on it, send it back, and then they release it, and then they tour it. So, you know, I love it because I got my little boy. I can stay home and just write in my home studio. But it's interesting. The dance music industry is so craving just authentic. You know, a lot of the times it's authentic, good country vocals. There's the collaboration of dance music and country vocal. There's something that really, you know, Avicii really made it famous with "Wake Me Up." That was a huge song. So it's I'm loving it as a songwriter because I can sing about the Lord. I can sing about really whatever I want. There's no real restrictions. People just are really just craving just authentic, good country vocals. So yeah.
And how many plays on Spotify has your music had now?
I think it's 35 million so far. Wow. Just the past couple of years. So you know, it's interesting because it does connect with a demographic that you know I've never had before. You know me. I've grown up traveling country towns. And which I've loved. It's been a great childhood, and that's been the demographic that I've mainly been playing my music to. But now that it's played all through Europe and Sweden and Switzerland, you know, I get all these messages from people all over the world that hear my music and, you know, on the radio or at dance music festivals. And it's just cool because now there's just like a completely new conversation happening with people who are like connecting with my lyrics or my voice, but people that I just have never ever had, you know. It's just a completely new world to me. And
you and Trent and Sky Pilot have released lots of great music over the years.
We've done a few
and anything else coming out from Sky Pilot?
I think me and Trent we both got married. We're both like, hey, we did 8 years of solid touring. Still one of my really good friends. I love Trent to death, but he's back in Australia. I'm living here in Franklin. I think down the road, if it's right, we'll definitely. I don't think it's ever going to die. Like he's, you know, I respect the man so much. He's one of the best guitar players on the planet, in my opinion. So if down the road we're like, hey, I think these songs would be fun. I think it's definitely he's doing his own solo thing, which I'm loving seeing him do. So there's definitely been talks of maybe us doing, you know, a couple of songs together down the track, but
Maybe some Skypilot EDM songs.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't.
So cool. Well, mate, it's been so good to catch up with another Aussie over here, and pray for God's blessings on you. And it's amazing all the Aussies we're bumping into today. We just caught up with Mia Fields before, the songwriter, and you're doing a special thing here on Australia Day here. Tell us about that.
The whole day a bunch of Australian musicians are just going to come down here and do a full day of music on Australia Day.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty special. I'm sure we're going to get to catch up with a lot of good people. But also, thank you, mate, you've been a huge support of my family and my dad for many, many years. So I just want to thank you for that.
Thanks, mate. God bless. I reckon you're a history maker.
Appreciate it, mate.